Hello, I'm recording this video to talk about the changes that went to the newest versions. So right now in the description you will see the latest versions. I believe this is version 3.5, and I will be releasing a small update to those two with better instructions, but generally these are the newest versions. And I unified some solutions among them, some joints like the neck joint or some clips are the same among them, and I will be using those solutions in different projects. So from the outside they look very similar. Most of the changes is in the articulation, ease of print, or some other changes. So I'll be going through each of them and compare them with the previous versions. So perhaps we can start with Optimus Prime. So I will compare him with some previous versions, but as you can see at the first glance he looks just the same as he did before. The biggest difference is in the back, but I will show that when comparing. Also, his eyes are now with the new silk material that I discovered, so I don't know if the camera will be showing this, but they are now like very reflective and catch light in a very nice way. So let's look at Optimus Prime comparison. Old and the new Prime. So as you can see here, this section is, if I can get a close up, this section is more refined than this, so it's more close. This one also has alternative wheels, so as you can see those are a bit different. And also from other changes, as you can see, those parts can now move freely, and it was easy to misalign everything. Now as you can see, they are all locked because they have small grooves here that interlock. So right now this whole section is more secure, and it's not that easy to just move everything. Also, as you can see, this peg is also slightly different. So these are the biggest changes. So these are the biggest changes in the alternative mode. So here are some comparisons of the new and the older version. So these two are the new version, this is an older version. So if we can move this one to the side, he's just printed in different colors. So as you can see, they are very similar. Among the changes is that this part was just a normal peg, and now over here it's an expanding clip. So if I can remove it, as you can see, it looks like this. It's easier to work with different tolerances, and it doesn't pop off so easily. And the biggest changes are of course on the back. So as you can see right now, here we have those extra panels that can close off the back, so it's more closed, and also it's not see-through from the front. So those panels are clip-on, so if you don't want them you can remove them, but they can stay on during transformation. During transformation they just go in like this, and they tuck in this way. So you can leave them or you can skip them. I tend to print them anyway. So thanks to this, now when looking straight through, as you can see, this compartment is fully closed, and in the previous version you can see through. And this also works when you have the matrix variant here. So this is a matrix variant installed, so this center panel here is different, and it has those two clips, and it allows for storage of matrix of leadership from MP10. So this is a bonus, and it can also transform with the matrix. And with the matrix, if I can show you, just move those panels away. So with the matrix you just have to rotate everything like this. Now with those panels, like here, you see the matrix is down. Let me just adjust the angle slightly. The matrix is down and it can rotate like this. And now you can just do something like this. And I recommend that you put the head like this, and it stores in like this. So normally this is on the other side, but you can store it like this. So let's just put everything like this. So now in the car mode everything else transforms as it was, but this matrix is just sitting behind the head. And as you can see, this part just rotates. So in robot mode is in this direction, and in car mode is hidden right here. So this is another addition. So other change is in Scorpion, and as you can see from the outside they look basically the same, so there's not much change there. As like I said, that the necks are unified among versions, so I changed this neck. So right now it has a lot more movement options. This one sadly doesn't allow for a pose like this. Also in here the chest section looks like this, and it could move freely up and down. So only thing holding it was friction. Right now, as you can see, the chest section is different, and there are two clips over here that clip into the inside. So as you can see, they are here, and they help to lock it in, so it doesn't go out that easy, and it locks in both modes. So inside of those joints are teeth. I call them teeth, and I'll be using this in all of my future models, so they help to hold poses more. So I don't know if you can hear it, but as you can see, there's like a ratchet movement now, because they are like grooves that jump from part to part. So and like I said, I'll be using this in all of my new versions. Also this part had to be glued before. Right now there is no need, so as you can see, there's a clip system that holds very well, and it also allows for easy disassembly. So if you break something, there will be no problem with disassembling everything. So you could just slide this in, and it should clip. There are some quality of life changes that help with the ease of print, manipulation of the figure and stuff like this, assembly. So let's move on to Maximus. So once again, there are two versions. This is the improved version, this is the older version. So from this angle and this position they look very similar, but there are some changes to the articulation. So actually this one, his shoulders can move like this, but they cannot be extended. This one has also the same movement, but right now you can move them out like this, and it allows for something like this. So previously it could only stand like this, but right now you can move it slightly to the back, slightly to the front, and it gives him a more natural pose. Also, those parts are now independent, so you can make some dynamic poses with a cape-like pose. And here it moves with the armor. So this is a change. Those parts have been redesigned. So right now, as you can see, the sliding peg is on the inside and it's secured with a pin. Right now in here it looks like this. So these are changes to Maximus. Also the tower now has a clip inside that helps to secure the gun. So because all the guns have now the very similar handles, and the hands now have a new system to secure the guns. So these are changes for Maximus. As I can see, he can have a much more natural stance with his shoulders right now. So let's move on. So for Turtle Prime, like I said before that I made the metalhead head that some of you requested from the first images of the concept. So he can transform with the head. This is a different color setup that I am trying. So I will be offering this copy on my page. So if you want this exact copy, it will be available. But this is a more like toy-like, 80s toy-like vibe. At the camera, I think it's looking less yellow and more brown. I'm not sure, but there will be pictures that you can see the proper colors. And his eyes also has this very cool reflective material. And he can of course transform. Oops, sorry, don't tell. Transform with the head on. You don't need to remove everything. So there are some small improvements. Like right now, there is a small part here that you can print, and there is a groove in the window. So when you close the window, it clips on, and it helps to hold the shape. So these are very small changes to the files. And some minor technical changes, but they're very minor, not worth to mention. So this is the Turtle Prime, the way he looks. So, and if you see my Unicron followers, this is a kit that will allow to make like a foot shoulder version of this follower. So he is a rival to Turtle Prime. So this is not released yet, but it will be very soon. So here is a sneak peek of that. So you can make an army of those to fight him. So they are meant to be like drones, mechs, stuff like this, but they are fully articulated. This one is missing a pin, but as you can see, he can. This is also my new system for characters. So you will be able to make different characters using this system. I will try to reveal this whole concept at another video. So here's Turtle Prime with the foot drone. Well, come on, stand. I forgot that this still has the experimental clip. So this should be longer, so it will just hold this part in. So sorry, I should prepare better for this video. Okay, so let's move on. So here is the latest update. You can of course purchase those files, and you get those files. This is like a subscription and help for me, because I always share the latest updates. So if you got the files already, you can download the latest version. So I am thinking of adding some slight changes to the Prime in the future, because this part here, this is like a sliding part, and in car mode it holds the wave. So at this material, it's very stiff, because the material is not Superaty, but I tried to print this in a more slick material, and it was sliding too easily. So I think I will redesign somehow to make grooves, so it just catches on the tip, so it's not just a normal slider like this. So one more thing, I will be releasing an adapter, so you can make your G1 toy look like Prime did in the comics. So you can attach this head, use his guns and shoulder weapons. So this will also be available. So thank you again for supporting me and following me. So see you at future updates, and take care.